Alright, seems like we're live. But what's up, everybody? So, today's gonna be a short one. I had a ton of work piled up, so yeah, I really want to work on this, but I need to go to bed early because tomorrow's gonna be another hell of a day. So, right, so yeah, today I'm just gonna be one Pomodoro, no breaks, and I'll try to finish this in one sitting, and hopefully this will be my final day with this character. And if not, then I'll finish it tomorrow and maybe get to halfway the next illustration. I'm on schedule because I'm giving myself 3 days per illustration. That's sort of like the cadence that I'm shooting for. But if I don't achieve that, then I'll just have to compensate later on when I have less client work, which thank God I do have now. So I'm grateful for that. I'm not complaining. All right, so going back to this guy. Okay, so have a couple other options for this character, but I think I'm gonna go with this one. I like his body shape, and I think I like where he's going. He looks original enough to be, sort of like a new take on the giant archetype, but it's also kind of readable enough within that archetype to make it sort of belong to that shape, right? And yeah, let's see if we can color him today. If not, I'll just focus on getting the ornaments done and all of the outfit figured out today. Right, so let me start my timer. It's gonna be 25 minutes, and alright, that's it, let's go. 25 minutes. So I have a couple references for this. Mainly, I'm just going to be using like some visual motifs like this, and just this is going to be probably the only image I'm going to be looking at right now, and see what sort of sticks with the shape that I'm exploring with him. Right, let's go. Oof. Last week I said I don't want him to read to Art Deco or futuristic, because inside the story, inside the myth, giants are supposed to be like brutish and kind of dumb characters. So I want to see if I can incorporate some of those very ornamental ideas from ancient culture without them looking like they are technologically advanced. Just want them to look like they are kind of improvised and naturalistic and tribal in a way, and savage, you know. So I'm thinking maybe something like this, like made from trees, like palm trees. And big pieces of cloth. And this could be if they are savage in their nature, right? I'm thinking maybe like skull, just hanging near the skull of an animal. Which one? I don't know yet. So I'm gonna write that down just in case. I'm sorry if you can hear the rain. It's been raining a lot. Actually, let me close the door so the noise if it's not too overpowering. Right. So it would mostly be like shapes taken directly from the Incan cultures, but infused with just natural things, so things you could get from nature directly, just like leaves and animal elements, stuff like that. And I want to see if it would make sense for them to just kill a bunch of animals in order to make their clothing, right? Kind of like ropes. This is a cool. Yeah, this can be like a jaguar skull, I'm thinking. And I'll have to define it a little bit more later, but yeah, this looks stupid. Okay. Could he be holding something like a maze, maybe? What if it is like a piece, just like a piece of a tree, you know? Just literally like a fucking tree that he found. That would make... That's interesting. And I want to give him like a big ornament for his shoulder without losing too much of that naturalistic shape or idea. So maybe like just like a big rock. I don't know if that makes... if that's stupid. Yeah, not a lot really. It's like he just found like a cool rock. He wanted to. He just wanted to put it in his shoulders. Yeah, I'm not sure if that looks nice. A couple, right? And why would you do that in the first place, right? Why would you put fucking shoulder? It's like the idea is that the functionality of it's a shoulder pad, right? You have a shoulder pad for protection. It's like an armor type thing. But I'm just not really sure if it's working. I'm thinking it's not really working. Let's see again. No, it really doesn't. Yeah, it's not complementing the design at all. But you could put some like trees here for status signaling. Right? And that would actually make a lot of sense. Because it would be like ornamental, right? And it gives you way more sense of his fucking scale, right? Just cloth. Shit, I really hope I didn't take too much time with the sketching phase. And for this, it's just like improvised rope. Same. And the main idea would be just if you're walking a lot, and you'd eventually just invent some type of shoe, right? Not necessarily a shoe, but just like something that prevents your feet from getting bloody or whatever accidents. doesn't need to be anything fancy, it's just improvised. And I think it looks kind of cool. Alright, so we'll call this the sketch, and I'll get rid of this, and then just build the actual line art on top of this. Now the only thing that I haven't figured out yet is the color, right? What are those shapes gonna be like? Because I don't want the giants to have any sort of discernible manufacturing skill. So that would defeat the whole purpose of them, right? The whole vibe of them. It all needs to look very ornamental and kind of culturally specific, but at the same time, I don't want to convey the sense that they had technology, that they were complex people, right? Giant is that his dimension is so big that the complexity of each one of the bones would be just way too much. But maybe, you know, just like femurs and long bones like this. Yeah, I think that takes care of that. All right, let's begin with the jaguar skulls. And this is difficult because I need to be able to convey the idea that this is like a skull from a feline without taking too much space, without making it look too complex. So otherwise he's gonna kill the entire bind of the piece. I think that's good enough. I think that works. Let me lower the opacity on this so I can concentrate on the line art. There we go. Yeah, I think that looks good enough. Then this needs to look like all improvised. All of this is kind of improvised and just not very it's not skillfully crafted, you know. And this is probably just like a cool rock that he found, and it has like a nice shape, right? In the same way that when you find like a perfectly smooth rock, you pick it up. You know, he decides to wear it. He likes it so much. Okay. And these are all palm trees. And I'm gonna need to look at a photograph of this because I don't remember how they look like. Oh, I haven't been to the beach in so long. I need a vacation. Yeah, this looks cool. I think I'm gonna start by laying out there, and then just doing this a lot. These are definitely like the less glamorous parts of concept art and drawing in general. It's the detailing. Detailing, I fucking hate the detailing. Well, I mean, I love it, but it's just that the it's just the difference between ideation and execution when it comes to stuff like that. Like the effort versus reward ratio for doing stuff like this is just so bad. That's why I prefer loose sketching. It's my favorite. I hope it's understandable that it's actually like palm trees. Oh well. Maybe if I put like an actual palm tree next to him, it would be more understandable, right? I might do that. Okay. Okay, now this, another interesting part. And I also need to think about how the fuck is he attaching the trees, right? And it's just in the same way that you would attach little flower to your hair or whatever. So I'm going to show some tree branches right here sticking out. Maybe that'll sell the idea. Let's see if it does. Shit, okay. Yeah, I think it looks good enough. I don't know. I think that one actually makes it look like he enjoys nature, right? I don't know. I think it works actually because the flamboyancy of it is just it looks very flamboyant, but then again, bones, bones, it's bone, organic bone, bone, and little corpses, tiny little corpses everywhere. Bone, bone, and corpses, and skulls, and dead things, and just beautiful, very relaxing. Okay, let's see how that works. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of cool. permissible for them to have. I'm thinking that maybe something like this could look kind of cool. For size references. Shit. Okay, I like this one. That's not the other one. Yeah. I might just go with the idea of just making it really colorful. This one. You can find colors in nature. It's not really an issue. I guess. I suppose. Okay, I'm thinking about actually, because all of these parts look, this is busy and very detailed and busy as fuck. So maybe, in order to make it breathe a little bit more, I can do just a huge piece of clothing, a cloth, right here, like this, you know. It looks so flamboyant for a giant, especially an aggressive one. But I like it. I like it because it's different, you know. And I want to put some patches here and there, because it would all be made from like different animal skin, so it would be very colorful, also very patchy. Remove this, I don't like it. Yep, I think I'm gonna do it like this. So he has one giant piece front and another giant one at the back. And yeah, before we forget, we had more. leaves over here. Tall leaves. And quote unquote shoes. They're not shoes, but you know, they are what they are. What are those? Right? Hmm. And finally, the tired tree that he's using as a sort of weapon almost. Right? So I'm looking at this and I like it, but one thing that's not sitting well with me is the shoulder pads. Because I'm thinking if you are like a brutish sort of character, why would you do that? Right? So for simplicity's sake, I'm thinking that all the skulls that we have right here are enough. And what I can do instead is give him like the same kind of treatment that I did to this place right here. So he has like rope or whatever. Kind of like convey the idea that they fight. And I might add more animal skulls over here. Those are trophies, essentially. Yeah, I like this. And okay. Shit, okay, my time has been up for like 10 minutes now, but I'm having fun. Okay. Let's bring back opacity. And now, let's do some... Wait, first, before I fuck up, I'm gonna duplicate this just in case. I'm gonna duplicate. There's no need to like hard delete this shit just because the clothing is almost so minimal, but a little bit of treatment like this just to make it pop a little bit more. And yeah, I think that's our character right there. Oh, there we go. Okay, so this is the first giant piece. The first giant character of this one. Ah, shit, I want to color him. Jesus, my wife's gonna shoot me if I stay longer. So I'm gonna have to do that tomorrow, guys. I'm so fucking sorry. Alright. Okay, we'll do that tomorrow, I guess. Okay. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And remember to just be good people in general and to pursue your passion projects because the world is a mess. So who gives a fuck anyways? Alright. Talk to you later.